My beloved ones, I have been watching you. I have been watching humanity for a long time, and there is a madness that has gripped the human mind. It is a very subtle madness, so subtle that you do not even think of it as a disease. You think it is normal. You think it is just the way life is. I hear this phrase again and again, and every time I hear it, it pierces my heart. You say, I am killing time. You are sitting in the waiting room of a doctor and you are looking at the ceiling, or you are scrolling through your phone, looking at pictures of people you do not know, eating food you will never taste. And if someone asks, what are you doing? You say with a shrug, nothing. I am just killing time. You are playing cards, you are playing chess, you are gossiping, you are drinking alcohol not to celebrate but to forget. And the excuse is always the same. I have to kill time. I want to tell you today, you are the greatest murderer in existence. But the victim is not who you think it is. You think you are killing time. You are too small. You are too tiny. Time is vast. Time is eternal. Time is the very fabric of existence. How can a wave kill the ocean? No, it is not you who is killing time. It is time that is killing you. Please wake up to this reality. Look at your hands. Look at your face in the mirror. Are you the same as you were yesterday? No. Something has flowed away. Something has evaporated. You are melting like a block of ice sitting in the hot sun. You are melting every moment. You go on saying that time is passing. This is a linguistic error, but it is a dangerous error because it consoles you. It makes you feel safe. Time is passing, you say, as if you are standing on a bridge and the river is flowing beneath you. You think you are the statue, stable, permanent, and time is the water moving away. I tell you the opposite is the truth. Time is where it is. Time is not passing. Time has nowhere to go. Where will it go? The whole existence is here. Time is simply the isness of existence. It is not passing at all. It is you who are passing. You are the traffic. Time is the road. You are going down the drain every moment. Your childhood has passed. Where is it? It is gone. It is dead. Your youth is passing. Where is it going? It is turning into dust. Your old age will pass, and finally you will pass. And yet, in this short, tiny interval between the cradle and the grave, what is your biggest concern? How to kill time. This is sheer insanity. You have so little of it. It is as if a beggar has only a few coins in his pocket and he is throwing them into the river because they are too heavy to carry. You are throwing your life away. Why do you want to kill time? Have you ever asked yourself this question? Why is it so difficult to just be with yourself? Why do you need the television? Why do you need the radio? Why do you need the crowd? Because the moment you are not killing time, you are left alone with yourself. And you are afraid of yourself. You are empty. Inside, there is a black hole. You have not cultivated your soul. You have not grown any flowers of consciousness. So when you are alone, you feel the emptiness gnawing at you. You feel the bite of your own nothingness. And to escape that bite, to escape that anxiety, you run. You run to the movie house, you run to the club, you run to the game. You say you are killing time, but actually you are running away from your own death, which is approaching. But you cannot run forever. My grandfather was a great chess player. He loved the game. It is a beautiful game, the most intelligent game man has invented. But it is still a game. He would sit for hours, morning to evening, moving the elephant, moving the horse, the king, the queen. And he was getting old. His hands were shaking. His eyes were becoming dim. I used to sit by his side and I would ask him, Grandfather, look at yourself. You are getting old. Death is knocking at the gate. And still you are killing time? He would get angry. He would say, "Do not disturb me. I am in the middle of a great strategy." I would say, "The only strategy that matters now is the strategy of your soul. Can't you see that really time is killing you?" He did not understand. Most people do not understand until the very last moment. And that is the tragedy I want to save you from. I want to shake you. I want to break your sleep. Before I tell you what happens when the time finally kills you, because it will, I want to ask you for a small commitment. If you are brave enough to listen to the truth about death and life, if you are brave enough to stop running, then click the subscribe button now. Do not just watch like a zombie. Participate. Be a part of this energy field we are creating. When you subscribe, you are telling existence, I am ready to listen. I am ready to wake up. Do it now. Now let us go deeper. What happens when you stop killing time, or rather when time finishes you? You think death is the end. That is why you are so afraid. You think, I am this body. I am this name. I am this doctor, this engineer, this husband, this wife. And when the breath stops, full stop, the end. This is the greatest lie that has been perpetuated by your ignorance. Life begins at the point of your past life's death. Understand this geometry. It is not a line that starts and ends. It is a circle. Or even better, it is a book. When you die on one side, one chapter of life is closed. That is true. The chapter of being John or Maria is closed. The chapter of living in this house with this body is closed. People think this was your whole life. They stand around your body and cry. They say, it is finished. It was only a chapter in a book which has infinite chapters. The book is not closed. You have just moved the page. You have turned the page, and immediately another chapter begins. There is no gap. There is not even a single second of delay. The moment you leave this body, you are already moving towards another womb, another form, another expression. How do we know this? I am not speaking from superstition. I am speaking from the experience of those who have gone to the very edge and returned. And I am speaking from my own experience of the inner world. The person dying starts visualizing his next life immediately. But to understand the next life, you have to understand what happens in the final moment of this life. This is the secret key. If you miss this, you miss everything. This is a known fact because it happens. Once in a while, a person comes back from the very last point. For example, drowning. Drowning is a very significant example because in drowning, death comes very close. But sometimes the body is not destroyed. The person is somehow saved. He is pulled out. He is in a coma. His lungs are full of water. The water has to be taken out. Artificial breathing has to be given. And somehow he is saved. He was just on the verge of closing the chapter. He had one foot in the other world. These people, and there are thousands of them throughout history, have reported interesting facts. They all agree on one thing. At the last moment, when they felt that I am dying, when they accepted that it is finished, something miraculous happened. Their whole past life went so fast before them in a flash, from the birth to this moment, within a split second. You cannot imagine the speed of the mind in that moment. It is faster than any supercomputer you will ever build. They saw everything that had happened to them. Things they had remembered, yes, but also things that they had never remembered. There are millions of things you have forgotten. You have forgotten the face of the stranger you passed on the street 20 years ago. You have forgotten the specific color of the flower you looked at when you were 3 years old. You have forgotten the pain of a small insult in the playground. You were not even aware that they were part of your memory. But nothing is lost. The mind is a vast storehouse. It records everything, every touch, every smell, every sound, every thought. It is all there, stored in the basement, and when death knocks, the whole film of memory goes so quick, in a flash. Why? Why does this happen? It has to be in a split second, because the man is dying. There is no time. You don't have 3 hours to sit and watch the movie of your life like you watch a movie in the cinema. The breath is leaving, the heart is stopping, the oxygen is cutting off, the brain has only a fraction of a second left. So the existence accelerates the real. It spins it at infinite speed. And even if you see the whole movie, you cannot relate the whole story of a man's life with his small details. It is too vast. But everything moves before him. This is a certain very significant phenomenon. It is not accidental. Existence does nothing without a reason. Nature is very economical. It does not waste energy. If the dying brain is replaying the entire tape of your life, there is a deep purpose behind it. The purpose is this: before ending the chapter, you must recollect. You are packing your bags. You are checking out of the hotel. You have to see what you are taking with you. He recollects all his experiences. He sees the unfulfilled desires. He sees the expectations that were never met. He sees the disappointments. He sees the frustrations. He sees the sufferings and the joys. Everything is laid bare. You cannot hide anything from yourself in that moment. In life, you wear masks. You pretend. You smile when you are angry. You say you are happy when you are miserable. You deceive the world and you deceive yourself. But at the moment of death, the mask falls off. You are naked before your own consciousness. You see exactly what you did. You see exactly where you missed. And mostly, you will see what you missed. Buddha has a word for it. It is a very significant word. He calls it Tanha. You must understand this word Tanha. Literally, it translates to desire or thirst. But metaphorically, it means the whole life of desire. It means the sticky attachment to the world. It means the thirst that cannot be quenched by salt water, yet you go on drinking salt water. All these things happened: frustrations, fulfillments, successes, failures. But all this happened within a certain area you can call desire. Your whole life was nothing but a movement of desire. You desired a toy when you were a child. You cried for it. You thought, if I don't get this teddy bear, I will die. You got the teddy bear. 2 days later, it was in the corner, forgotten. Then you desired a bicycle. Then you desired a woman or a man. Then you desired a house. Then you desired a promotion. Then you desired fame. One object changes to another object, but the desire remains the same. The thirst remains the same. You are always running towards the horizon, and the horizon is always moving away from you. Now, at the moment of death, the body is dropping. The tool you use to chase these desires is breaking. He has to see the whole before he moves further just to recollect it. Why? Because the body is going. This mind, the brain mechanism, is not going to be with him. This gray matter, these neurons, they will rot in the grave, but the desire, the energy of the desire released from this mind will cling to his soul. This is the most dangerous and the most important point. Listen carefully. Desire is energy. Energy cannot be destroyed. When the body dies, the desires that are still burning, the desires that are still unfulfilled, they do not die. They become like a cloud of energy surrounding your consciousness, and this desire will decide his future life. Whatever has remained unfulfilled, he will move towards that target. You are not punished by God. You are not rewarded by God. There is no old man sitting in the clouds writing in a ledger, "This man was good, send him to heaven. This man was bad, send him to hell." No, that is a childish story for children. You are punished by your desires. You are rewarded by your lack of desires. If you die with a heavy lust for money, if your last thought, your deepest vibration is, "I did not make enough, I need more," that energy will act like a magnet. It will pull you. It will guide you to a womb where you can continue that journey of greed. You might be born into a very poor family where the obsession with money is supreme, or a very rich family where the fight for inheritance is the only reality. You will move towards the target you created. Your life begins far back. You think you started on your birthday? No. You started before your birth. You started before your impregnation, further back in your past life's ends. That end is the beginning of this life. One chapter closes, another chapter opens. So look at your life right now. What chapter are you writing? If the book were to close today, if you were to drop dead while watching this video, what would be the title of your next chapter? Would it be "The Man Who Was Still Hungry"? Would it be "The Woman Who Was Full of Anger"? You are writing the script of your next life right now. Every moment you are killing time, you are actually solidifying the chains that will bind you in the future. I want you to pause for a second. Don't physically pause the video, just pause your mind. Ask yourself, if I die now, what is the one thing I will regret not doing? Is it an apology you didn't give? Is it a love you didn't express? Is it a creative song you didn't sing? That regret, that unlivedness, that is the seed. Now, how this new life will be is 99% determined by the last moment of your death. This is a very high percentage, 99%. You have very little freedom if you are unconscious. You are a slave to your last moment. What you collected, what you have brought with you like a seed. Think of a seed, a small tiny seed. It looks like a dead stone. If you put it on the table, it does nothing. But that seed will become a tree. It will bring fruits, it will bring flowers, or whatever happens to it, you cannot read it in the seeds. If you cut the seed open, will you find a small tree inside? No. You will find nothing. It is empty. But the seed has the whole blueprint. The invisible blueprint is there. The instructions are there. This seed will grow to be 50 feet tall. It will have green leaves. It will bear apples, not oranges. It is all written in the invisible script of the seed. There is a possibility one day science may be able to read in the seed the whole program. Science is moving in that direction. Geneticists are already reading the genome. They can tell you what color eyes your child will have, what diseases they might be prone to. They can say what kind of branches this tree is going to have, how long this tree is going to live, what is going to happen to this tree. Because the blueprint is there, just we don't know the language fully yet. But spiritually, the law is absolute. Everything that is going to happen is already potentially present. So what you do at the moment of your death determines how your birth is going to be. And this brings us back to the tragedy of killing time. If you spend your life killing time, you are living in a state of low energy, of boredom, of lethargy. You are living in a semi-sleep. When death comes to such a person, he is confused. He is terrified. He is clinging. Most of the people die clinging. They cling to the bed. They cling to the doctor. Save me. Give me one more day. They don't want to die, and one can understand why they don't want to die. It is not because they love life so much. No, that is not the reason. If they loved life, they would have lived it. They don't want to die because only at the moment of death they recognize the fact that they have not lived. The realization hits them like a hammer. The time is gone. The opportunity is lost. I was given a diamond and I played with stones. Life has simply passed as if a dream, and death has come. Now there is no more time to live. Death is knocking on the door. Do you hear the knock? It is not a sound outside. It is the beat of your heart. Every beat is a knock. One day the heart will skip a beat and the door will open. And when there was time to live, you were doing 1,001 foolish things. You were worrying about your reputation. Who cares about your reputation in the grave? You were worrying about what the neighbors think. The neighbors will also die. You were fighting over small boundaries of land. The earth belongs to no one. You were wasting your time rather than living it. I want you to feel the weight of this. I don't want you to just understand it intellectually. I want it to sink into your gut. If you are feeling a little bit of fear right now, that is good. Fear is better than sleep. Fear can wake you up. Use this fear. Don't push it away. Let it transform into an urgency. If you are really listening to me, you will stop killing time from this very moment. You will stop using that phrase. You will stop living that way. But how? How do you stop? If the habit is so deep, if the Tanha desire is so sticky, how do you break the cycle? You are carrying a mountain of karma, a mountain of unfulfilled past. How can you clear it so that your death can be a celebration and your next life, if you choose to have one, can be a dance of freedom? There is a way. There is a science to it. It is not about running away to the Himalayas. It is not about renouncing the world and becoming a monk. My grandfather played chess. You might play the stock market. The game is different, but the player is the same. You don't need to stop the game, but you need to change the quality of the player. You need to learn the art of dying while you are alive. If you can learn this secret, how to die every moment to the past, then you are fresh every moment. Then time cannot kill you, because you are already dead to the past. You are so alive in the present that death cannot find you. You are fresh every moment. Then time cannot kill you because you are already dead to the past. You are so alive in the present that death cannot find you. But look at you. Look at the situation. You are not dying to the past. You are carrying it. You are dragging it behind you like a heavy sack of stones. And because the sack is so heavy, you cannot move. You are stuck. And because you are stuck, you get bored. And because you get bored, you invent games to kill time. It is a vicious circle, a circle of unconsciousness. I was speaking about my grandfather. He was a good man, but he was asleep. He was a great chess player, but he was playing with wooden pieces while life was slipping through his fingers. When I told him, "Can't you see that really time is killing you?" he brushed me away. He thought I was just a child playing with words. But this is not a play of words. This is the most fundamental existential truth you will ever face. You go on saying time is passing, time is fleeting, time is going. I say to you, stop this nonsense. Time is where it is. Have you ever seen time moving? Have you ever seen time walking on the road? Have you ever seen time flying in the sky? No, time is the canvas. It is the background. It is the eternal silence in which the dance of the universe happens. It is not passing. It is really you who are passing. You are the tourist. Time is the landscape. The landscape stays. The tourist comes, takes a few pictures, makes a little noise, throws some garbage and leaves. You are going down the drain every moment. Just watch your breath. In, out, in, out. With every expiration, a part of you is dissolving into the cosmos. With every inspiration, you are borrowing life from the cosmos. It is a constant flux. You are a river. You are not a rock. And you go on thinking that it is time that is passing, as if you are going to stay. This is the ego's greatest trick. The ego thinks, I am permanent. I am the center of the universe. Everything else changes, but I remain. And because of this illusion, you invent clocks. You invent watches. The watches and the clocks are man's creation. Why did man create the clock? To measure something that cannot be measured, to try to control something that is beyond control. The clock gives you a false sense of security. It is 5 p.m., I have time. The clock says 5 p.m., but existence knows no 5 p.m. The birds are not singing at 5 p.m. The sun is not setting at 5 p.m. They are just happening. By measuring the passing time, which is not passing at all, you have trapped yourself in a prison of numbers. You are constantly looking at the dial, calculating how much time do I have left and what do you do with that time. If you were using that time to meditate, if you were using that time to love, if you were using that time to create beauty, I would say, good, you are a master. But no, you are asking, how can I kill it? I have asked people playing cards, what are you doing? They say, killing time. Do you realize the violence in your language? Killing. You want to murder the most precious gift existence has given you. Why? Because you are empty, because you have no roots. When you are not doing anything, when the cards are put away, when the television is off, when the internet is disconnected, what happens? You start feeling a tremor. You start feeling a deep anxiety bubbling up. You start facing your own inner void. You don't know who you are. And that ignorance is painful. It is like a wound. So, to cover the wound, you put a bandage on it. The bandage is the movie, the bandage is the alcohol, the bandage is the gossip, the bandage is the killing time. You are not killing time, you are killing your own consciousness. You are committing suicide in installments. And then comes the end, the final installment. Death knocks, and suddenly the game is over. The chessboard is overturned, the cards are thrown away, and you are left naked. And in that moment of nakedness, the great realization hits you. I have not lived. This is the greatest hell. There is no other hell with fire and devils. The only hell is the realization at the moment of death that the opportunity has been wasted. Life has simply passed as if a dream and death has come. You were dreaming of being a CEO. You were dreaming of being a celebrity. You were dreaming of being rich. And while you were dreaming, life was happening and you missed it. Now there is no more time to live. This is the point of no return. You cannot say to death, please come back tomorrow. I have an appointment. I have to finish this game of cards. Death has no ears. It simply comes. And when it comes, it forces you to review your file. We spoke about the flashback, the split-second movie of your life. Why is it so fast? Why a split second? Because time belongs to the physical world. In the psychological world, in the world of the dying brain, time stretches and compresses. A single moment can contain eternity. In that split second, you see everything. And what hurts the most? Not the mistakes you made. No, existence is very forgiving of mistakes. If you tried and failed, that is not a problem. That is part of learning. What hurts is the Tanha, the unfulfilled desire, the things you wanted to do but were too afraid to do, the things you wanted to say but were too proud to say, the love you felt but suppressed, the dance you felt but controlled. These unfulfilled ghosts, they will haunt you. They will gather around you like hungry spirits. You did not fulfill me. You promised, and this desire released from this mind will cling to his soul. It is sticky, it is magnetic, and this desire will decide his future life. You are the architect of your own destiny, but you are a sleepy architect. You are drawing the blueprints while you are drunk. Whatever has remained unfulfilled, you will move towards that target. If you die hungering for food, you will be born where food is the center of life. If you die hungering for sex, you will be born where biology is the only God. If you die hungering for power, you will be born in a politician's house, which is a tragedy. You create the womb, you choose the parents. It is not them choosing you, it is you choosing them. Your vibration finds the matching vibration, like a seed. I want you to meditate on this metaphor of the seed. That seed will become a tree. It will bring fruits, bring flowers. You cannot see the flowers in the seed. If you break the seed, it is just white pulp. But the blueprint is there right now in your heart. There are millions of seeds, seeds of anger, seeds of greed, seeds of love, seeds of compassion. Which ones are you watering? When you are killing time, you are usually watering the seeds of unconsciousness. You are watering the weeds, and the weeds will grow, and they will choke the flowers. And then you complain. You say, God, why is my life so miserable? Why is my life a thorny bush? You planted it, you watered it, you tended to it with great care. Every time you sat in front of the television for 6 hours doing nothing, you are the gardener. And the harvest is coming. Death is the harvest time. So what is to be done? If you are still watching, if you are still with me, it means you have a little bit of wakefulness left. It means the seed of intelligence is not dead yet. It is just covered in dust. We need to blow away the dust. Here is the secret. Stop relating to time as an enemy that needs to be killed. Start relating to time as a lover that needs to be embraced. Don't kill time, live time. How do you live time? By being total. When you are walking, just walk. Enjoy the movement of the legs. Enjoy the contact of the feet with the ground. Enjoy the wind on your face. Don't think about the destination. The destination will come when it comes. If you are thinking about the destination, you are killing the walk. You are killing the journey. When you are eating, just eat, taste, chew, be grateful. If you can bring this quality of totality into your small acts, a miracle happens. The Tanha, the sticky desire, starts to dissolve. Why? Because when you are total in the moment, you are fulfilled in the moment. You don't carry a residue. If you eat totally, when the meal is finished, the desire for food is finished, you don't carry it in your head, you are free. If you love totally, when the lover leaves, you are not clinging, you are thankful. You say, it was beautiful, thank you. You don't create a chain. The person who clings is the person who half loved. The person who is afraid of death is the person who half lived. If you live totally, you will die totally. And a total death is the most beautiful phenomenon in existence. It is not a death, it is a door. It is a transformation. If you can die without tanha, without desire clinging to your soul, then you are free. Then you don't need to be born again in this school of misery. You don't need to come back to the same classroom to learn the same lesson. You graduate. You move into the cosmos. You become part of the oceanic consciousness. You become the blue of the sky. You become the silence of the stars. That is the goal. That is the potential you are carrying. But you are trading this potential for a game of cards. You are trading this kingdom for a cheap entertainment to kill time. Don't be a fool. The time is short. Even if you live for 100 years, it is nothing. It is a snap of the fingers in the eyes of eternity. Don't waste it. My grandfather, in his old age, finally understood. On his deathbed, he looked at me. He could not speak, but his eyes said it. You were right. But it was too late for him to change the blueprint of that life. He had to go through the wheel again. Don't let that be your story. You have heard me today. You have received the warning. Now the responsibility is yours. I cannot walk the path for you. I can only show you the path. I can only hold the lamp. You have to move your feet, and the first step is to stop this madness of killing time. From today, make a vow, a solemn vow to yourself. I will not kill time. I will live it. I will not be a zombie. I will be a conscious being. Whenever you catch yourself slipping into that old habit, scrolling endlessly, staring blankly, gossiping meaninglessly, catch yourself. Stop. Take a deep breath. Come back to the moment. Say to yourself, I am here. I am alive. Death is coming. Let me live this moment fully. If you can do this, you will transform your life. You will transform your death. And you will not need to fear the flashback. You will not need to fear the review, because your movie will be a masterpiece. Your movie will be a celebration. And when the final chapter closes, you will close the book with a smile, and you will open the next book with a laugh. I have given you the key. Now use it. I want us to create a wave of awakening. I want this message to reach every person who is sitting in a dark room thinking they are just killing time. If this video has helped you, if it has woken you up even for a second, then you have a duty. Share it. Send it to your friends who are asleep. Wake them up. Shake them. And before you close this screen, I want you to seal this pact. I want you to make this commitment concrete. Go down to the comments. Do not be lazy. Laziness is part of the sleep. Break the laziness. Type these words, I am awake. Let the world know. Let existence know. But most importantly, let yourself know. I am awake. And whenever you feel the sleep coming back, come back to this video. Read your own comment. Remind yourself of who you really are. You are not the killer of time. You are the master of life. Be blessed.